sawed. There are lumber companies that want to go in there. They went into court to gain themselves the right to harvest them. But the judge said no. You can't lay an axe to them, he said. They're a primitive wilderness area, and they can't be touched. The Forest Service told the court those thousands of acres of trees are a national heritage and have to be saved for posterity. How come we can get so hung up on heritage and posterity? I don't know, said Norton. I'm not upset about it. It's nice to stand here and look out over that primitive wilderness. Nice to go out for a while and walk in it. It's peaceful over there across the river. Peaceful and sort of awesome. Sort of nice to have it there. I don't give a damn, said the barber. I tell you it ain't right. Before they're through with it, those redskins up on the reservation will be demanding that we give them back all of northern Minnesota and maybe some of Wisconsin, too. Just like they're doing out in the Black Hills. Say the Black Hills and the Bighorn region belong to them. Something about some old treaties of 100 years or more ago, saying we took the land away from them when we had no right to. Got that bill in Congress and a suit in the courts demanding the Black Hills and the Bighorn. And more than likely, some silly judge will say they have a right to it, and there are eggheads in Congress who are working for them, saying they have a legal right to the land that the white men have spent years and millions of dollars making into something that is worthwhile. All it was when the Indians had it was a buffalo range. The barber flourished his shears. You just wait and see, he said. The same thing will happen here. The trouble with you, George, said Norton, is that you are a bigot. You can call me any name you want to, said the barber. We are friends, and I won't take offense at it, but I know what is right and what is wrong, and I ain't afraid to speak out about it. When you call a man a bigot, all that you are saying is that he doesn't believe something that you believe in. You've come to the end of your argument, and you call him a name instead. Norton made no answer, and the barber ceased his talking and got down to work. Outside the shop, the 2 blocks of stores and business places in the town of Lone Pine drowsed in the late afternoon of an early autumn day. A few cars were parked along the street. 3 dogs went through elaborate formal canine recognition rites, 3 old friends meeting at the northwest corner of an intersection. Stiffy Grant, tattered and disreputable man about town, sat on a nail keg outside the town's one hardware store, paying close attention to the smoking of a fairly decent-sized cigar stub that he had rescued from the gutter. Sally, the waitress at the Pine Cafe, slowly swept the sidewalk in front of her place of employment, making the job last, reluctant to leave the warm autumn sunshine and go inside again. At the end of the easternmost block, Kermit Jones, the banker, drove his car into the corner service station. Jerry Conklin, forestry student working for his doctorate at the University of Minnesota, parked his car at the end of the bridge that spanned the Pine River below the town, took out his cased fly rod, and began assembling it. When he had stopped at the Lone Pine service station several months ago, en route to a forestry camp in the primitive wilderness area, the attendant had told him of the monster trout that lurked in the pool below the bridge. An avid fly fisherman, he had kept this piece of information in his mind ever since it had been given him, but with no chance until now to act upon it. On this day, he had driven a number of miles out of his way from another forestry camp where he had spent several days studying the ecology of a mature and undisturbed white pine forest so that he could try the pool below the bridge. He looked at his watch and saw that he could afford no more than 30 minutes at the pool. Kathy had a pair of tickets for the symphony. Some guest conductor, whose name he had quite forgotten, would be directing the orchestra, and Kathy had been wild for weeks to attend the concert. He didn't care too much for that kind of music, but Kathy did, and she would be sore as hell if he didn't get back to Minneapolis on time. In the barber shop, George said to Norton, "You put the papers in the mail this afternoon. It must feel good not to have much to do for another week." "You are dead wrong there," said Norton. "You don't just snap your fingers and get out a paper, even a weekly paper. There are ads to be made up and sold, job printing to be done, copy to be written, and a lot of other things to do to get together next week."